and holding a degree from the universities. But really, all these institutions are tertiary institutions and are supposed to be held equally with their qualification. But people would rather choose the university over a polytechnic. There seems to be a notion out there that the degree certificate is far better than the HND. Now we want to find out from Ghanaians, why would they want to have a degree instead of an HND or vice versa? I just speak to some people here. A very good morning to you. You're live on Joy News on Multi TV. You tell us your name and you tell us whether you would want to have a degree from a university or an HND from the Polytechnic.
Well, my name is Kokwa. Actually, we all want to have a degree in a university, all right, because nowadays in Ghana here, if you don't go to university, they don't recognize, most of the time they don't recognize the polytechnic students. So everybody wants to send their daughter or their son to the universities, provided the person can get a degree. Now in the offices, even when you want to go and work and you hold a HND or even a polytechnic, they don't even recognize it. So it's how the system is becoming right now, and the type of school, the offices and wherever you go, they choose. So for me, I think polytechnic is also okay. Polytechnic is okay, but now it's because of the system right now. That's why everybody wants to go to university. But I don't see any difference. If I go to university and if I go to polytechnic, so far as I know what to do, I don't think it's a problem. And besides, now they look at a degree, they look at your experience. So it's becoming like experience and degree. So if you have HND and you don't have experience, forget it. You can't get work to do. Even if you will get, it will be very difficult for you. But if you have the degree, and even if you have small, even 1 year or even a month experience, they'll pick you instead of the HND holder. So I think this one, the government should just look through and check, work on it for us, because there are so many people who did not get a university but got polytechnic, and yet they do well more than even most of the people in university. Okay, so they should just check on it for us and help those who have attended polytechnic, because all of us cannot go to university.
Thank you very much. I would go to our brother here. A very good morning to you. You're live on Joy News on Multi TV. You tell us your name and you tell us whether you prefer to have a degree to an HND.
Okay, my name is Jacob Ajagba. But you see, this word now, it comes hard. So if you are not getting some degree, like certificate like this, if you go any job, they cannot take you, because they'll be asking you what about your education. Me, so many times I go for work, because if I go any work, they say unless I get certificate, and before they will employ me. Now I never finished GSS. I did not finish SS. I did not finish university. So I don't have any this thing to prove say I finished school. That's why this time, if you don't have your main certificate, you cannot go any work. You cannot work at bank. Even somebody to take you for workshop or to look in supermarket unless you have certificate.
So if you get the opportunity to get admission in a polytechnic and an opportunity to equally get admission in the university, which one would you choose and why?
I would choose, yes, because the opportunity comes and it comes as one. So if it comes like that, I must apply and go.
So which one would you choose, the university and the polytechnic? Which one would you go to?
The university.
Why?
Because if I go to university, I'll become somebody. I can be using to help Ghana. I can be helping myself and my children.
But when you go to polytechnic, you can't become somebody.
I become somebody by if you go to university. Some work are there that is. If you go polytechnic, we cannot get that work. So if you go to university, I can get that work too.
What makes you think so? Is it the system that we have? What makes you think so?
Yes, it be the system. The system is apart. Because unless if you don't get any job, nobody they respect you. If your mother self they reject you, your parents all reject you, because they just say one of my friend's son make it in life, but you are not making it in life. So if the family or you reject you, like you are not anybody to them. and you that one way they go take you course and go and do maybe sakawa or blood medicine. So now these days the system to become hard. So if you get opportunity to go to university too, is good.
Okay, thank you very much for speaking to us. I'll try and get some more people to get their thoughts on this particular issue. Charlie? Okay, so I have another person here to share her thoughts on this particular issue. You tell us your name, you're live on Joy News, and you tell us what you make of going to the university vis-a-vis the Polytechnic.
Okay, I'm Matilda Nanaja Kujo. I prefer university than Polytechnic because university is a bit advanced. To my knowledge, university is a bit advanced. Sometimes you see other students completing Polytechnic, then continuing from Polytechnic to university. If they are all of the same level, I don't think they will come from Polytechnic and go to the university to advance, since Polytechnic is already advanced. So I prefer university than Polytechnic. Yeah.
That is to your knowledge, but don't you think that the Polytechnic offers a more practical courses to the university?
Sure, it is, but I don't know.
Is it a system that has really lessened the rating of the Polytechnic system to you?
I don't think. Sometimes it's a choice of the individuals. Yeah, I think it's a choice of the individuals. Yes, it's not the system per se, but sometimes the choice of the, because of what you said, the practical aspect. Yes.
But what do you make of the issue that when people get the HND, those with degree are preferred over them, even though they might have the practical knowledge?
And maybe in some companies they will accept the practical knowledge than the theory. So that one, it depends on the firm they go to or the company they go to. Yeah, maybe some company will prefer the theory than the practicals. Other companies also prefer the practicals than the theory.
But so, you know that majority of the time they prefer the theory as in the degree.
Yes, that's how most of the systems are going. That's why.
It comes back to system. Yeah. All right. So you have made it very clear that you would prefer a degree to an HND.
Sure.
All right. Thank you very much for speaking to us. I'd try and get this very last person to speak to share his thoughts on this particular issue. Hello, good morning. Hello. Can we speak to you on the HND and Polytechnic university battle? We just want to get your views on whether you'd want to go to the university or you'd want to go to the Polytechnic to get an HND, and why. Has the systems really lessened the strength of the Polytechnic?
Definitely I'll go to the university, alright, because now the HND is nothing with having HND. Definitely it's the degree that everybody wants to go.
Should it be so?
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. You see, the Polytechnics, things are supposed to be practical, but now we don't see it like that. So for me, I won't go for HND. I'll go for a degree. Even if you want a job, no one wants to hire people with HND. Everybody wants to hire people with a degree. Right.
Is it the educational system that has made it so, or that is how it's supposed to be?
I should say maybe the educational system that have made it so. Yes. Now all our learning is write exams and pass. Write exams and pass. No, it doesn't have impact on you. So I don't know what to say else again. It's just that everybody wants to pursue a degree course.
But as a Ghanaian, what would you propose? Since not everybody can get the opportunity to go to the university and these polytechnics are there to even support, what would you call for?
Maybe if those who are in authority, they will do something about the HND so that it will raise the the level of the HND high a little bit, so that the universities will be free. So everybody, you can't go to the university and you go to Polytechnic, you get job to do, that sort of stuff. If they will do something about it, it will help.
All right, thank you very much for speaking to us. Let me get this person. Finally, you're live on Joy News on Multi TV, and we are talking about going to the Polytechnic as against going to the university to get a degree. What would you prefer?
Oh.
You tell us your name first.
I'm Dennis. Oh, I prefer going to the university.
Why?
Even going to the job market, they prefer degree people as compared to Polytechnic. Though I'm not underestimating Polytechnic, but in the job market, usually, even the degree, they will tell you a minimum qualification you are supposed to, working experience, minimum working experience you are supposed to even get with a degree before you be taken. So probably I'll go to the university.
You think that the system is weakening the Polytechnic education?
Somehow, Polytechnic should something be technical. They should be getting technical education, practical experiences, but we don't usually see it in Ghana. They also do the theory aspect as the universities, which they are not supposed to do. The technical in the construction sector, the technical aspect is not found in the Polytechnic, as I see. So the system is failing the Polytechnic, as you're saying.
So you think that the Polytechnic themselves are losing it to the universities because they are assuming the same platforms as the universities, which is not supposed to be?
I think so.
But don't you think that would need more of these practical courses in the system, looking at the nature of our country?
Yeah, perfectly. We need more practical system. Even at the university level we went, everything is much of theoretical. You're learning theoretical. But when you come to the real job environment, you don't find those things that we even learned over there. There should be some sort of practicality in our system. Like, you read a course in the university, more reading, when you come to the job market, you will not even apply even one on what you're doing. So they should channel it to the practical aspect. If you are studying banking or any other thing, they come to the banking side, they should come and look at what the person will need at the job environment, and they channel it into the curriculum so that it will be perfect for us.
So are you asking for an overhaul in the educational system? There's been some changes. You can attest to it.
Yeah, there have been, but there's more room for improvement. They should come. It should be more practical than as we see it now.
All right, thank you very much for speaking to us. So you have heard the views of quite a number of people, and almost everybody I speak to would want to go to the university instead of the Polytechnic, even though the Polytechnic is supposed to provide some practical aspect of education. The systems have really weakened the Polytechnic system, and the Polytechnic institutions themselves are assuming a position where they would have to really compete with the universities, and which shouldn't be. Well, some of them have asked for an overhaul in our education system, which has been the call of many. I believe that the authorities are listening and will do the needful.